It says broadcast is live. So
Mhm. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Mystical Illuminations family. And I am Majestic Magi with my beautiful co host, Neighborhood Hope Dealer. It's been a while, so we thought we would check in and bring you some more Transmutation Station. So, oh, yep, we're live.
yay,
So,
what's popping?
so,
You just got a notification too.
yeah, me too. I know. Cool. Well, we weren't going to bring the energy to the transmutation station table, but we were having some technical difficulties, so we're running a little late, but that's okay. We're here, and man, it's been wild. It's been wild. It's been a while since I've seen you, actually.
I
So
know. Try not to look at myself. So people over here, if you
I
just
know I'm
yeah,
not trying to pay
I
attention either.
know we've been man. Let me tell you, life been lifing. Life has been lifing like shit. But we here. It was a
Yeah, it's been a wild ride for sure.
yeah on the train. The train was got a little crazy for a while. That bitch started doing magic school bus tricks.
I know. Yeah, I hear you, man. Here too. Here too. It's it was interesting because yeah, I've learned quite a bit as well. I've learned a lot about myself. Hello, how you doing, Milana? Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Yeah, so I guess we had to give everyone a little bit of time to miss us, huh?
Yeah,
Because
that's how you know you're gonna give them a little time away so they can think about us and won't know where we at and what we doing. That's how you keep them
well,
hooked.
I always say God's a ninja. Just when you think God isn't working, all of a sudden comes out like a Houdini. So that's what we've been doing. We've been working on ourselves, working on projects and things. Some things I'm not going to talk about just yet because, like I said, I'm a Houdini. So um, I see you've been doing some Houdini stuff too. I love it. You've been posting a lot of great things.
I
So
appreciate
um, dang, we're into a new year, new holidays.
it.
I didn't even know what episode we were on. I'll figure that one out later. I was like, screw it, we're just gonna get on. So
We here. Hello in
and
Australia. She said hi from down under in Australia. What's
woo, hey, thank you
Anto?
for joining us, Julie.
Welcome to Transmutation Station where we transmute energy. Cause what else would you do?
I think you and I are pretty damn awesome at it for sure. I definitely got my black belt in trans. I got a black belt in transmuting some energy.
Hello, somebody. Like I do that shit effortlessly. Now it's just
Dude, right? You
make
can do it. You can. Yeah, like Mac Miller self care. I could do it with my eyes closed, right? You're right.
yeah.
So, hey, what's been going on?
Man, nothing much growth, a lot of growth. Listen, it's been a growthful year. 2022 it wasn't bad to me. It was a growthful year. A lot was going on. I'm gonna go super astrologer, but a lot was going on in my chart. It's just been a lot of preparing for what's to come. Like I said, like 2022 was getting the routine, and 2023 is the routine. It's setting the mold of the routine, and then 2024 will be mastering that routine that you made all the way in 2022. And so it was in
Hmm.
mastering routines and creating things like that, and a lot of growth. Like it was a good time for manifestation. Like it was a good climate to
Yeah.
manifest. And I think that people get manifestation confused with magic and think that it's something that's easy when it's actually the complete opposite. That's why most people don't do it.
Cool.
Um,
Yeah.
but other than that, just being very grateful, going through a lot of things. I lost another grandparent. And so that kind of changed the way that I saw life a little bit. Um,
Yeah.
but I can't even complain. I'm blessed. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the
Yeah.
end of the day, I'm so woefully, just joyfully, gleefully blessed, even on my bad days. So, um, yeah, that's
Yeah.
how about you? How's everything?
Um. Well, I agree. It was a roller coaster. Roller coaster. Shoot, it's been a wild roller coaster life for sure. But a roller coaster of growth, healing, and reflection. And then I've also learned a lot along the way. I had a lot of interesting things come up. it was kind of weird because I guess it took a little while to put it in perspective, which was a little bit odd, but I'm always continuously learning. Like I don't ever shut that bar down on learning, you know what I mean? And so I realized that I was picking up on all of these energies, right? And I was picking up on all of this stuff, and then I would start meeting. It was almost I was meeting the people later, and then the puzzle piece would drop in when I actually met a person and read for them. Does that was crazy, like crazy. I was like, oh my god, like I was picking up on all these messages and stuff, and here I'm thinking, what the heck is going on? Because I couldn't relate it anywhere, and I'm trying to figure it all out. And sometimes you just can't. Sometimes you just don't even try to figure it out. You just gotta let it go, because otherwise it's gonna make you crazy, right? Because if you don't get the rest of it, then you don't know. But then I started meeting different people, and then like next groups of people, or somebody would call me for a reading or whatever, and then all of a sudden, boom, that's what I was picking up on. And it could be months, it could be weeks, but it actually was very good when it started to drop I could put it into place. You know what I'm saying? So I had to really learn to be back. Well, we all had a little wild ride. I went through a lot of life changes myself, and I believe I was in spiritual flight for a moment as well. And then a lot of residual healing and things like that, I think, was going on. And yeah, I've been creating and speaking the truth. Sometimes speaking the truth gets me in trouble.
What I've been learning is I really say so. Let me go cut the light off. Y'all get to see me straight when I say, but I learned that it's a time to speak the truth and it's a time not to speak the truth. Even
I
if
couldn't
it
hear
is,
you for a minute.
can you hear me?
Nope, I just lost my I don't know why my mic. Can you hear me?
Yep.
No, sir. I started. Let me see. Hold on a second. Okay. See if I can reset these bugs.
Let's see. I'm trying to get my lighting right.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I could hear you before.
I can hear you, but I think I do. Let me see if I can.
Y'all, distressful. This is stressful, my friend.
There we go. There we go. I was gonna say, see, no sooner I said truth, man, my earbuds went out.
Right.
I was like,
Yeah.
I've been dropping truth, but I've been dropping truth bombs left and right. Um, but I guess someone's got to be there for the job. And I also, yeah, just reflecting and getting out into the community. Working with different people and such and things like that as well. So just getting reacclimated and planning my year as well. So yeah, got some exciting jobs and stuff, but I can't speak too much about that.
So really quickly, I want to go back on my little tangent I was about to go on. My little
Oh yeah, yeah.
So one of the things I learned on this journey is so why are you speaking? Like that's one of the we're gonna talk about something today. Why are you speaking? Because I feel like if you're not speaking for a purpose of betterment, then shut the fuck up. So even goes for the truth. Like it's some truths that you don't even gotta fucking say because it's the truth and it like Lil Wayne say that what's understood ain't gotta be explained.
Yeah.
Some truths aren't meant to be said, some truths aren't meant to be spoken. And so if it boils down to something, I feel like I learned when to speak and when not to speak, how to speak and how not to speak, because it was some truths that were very evident in my life, but it just wasn't the time to say anything about them or adding or saying that truth in that moment was not going to better the situation. So that's why I ask, before you speak,
Yeah.
why the fuck are you speaking? What the fuck are you saying this to add to make something better, or are you speaking to agitate? Now, if you're saying something to make something better, it kind of don't matter what you say. Like if your intentions are pure, like not don't get crazy because somebody hit you in your shit. But but like I might talk to you out of love and curse at you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get a point across. But you could say the kindest things with the foulest intention, and you could have kept that fucking shit to yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
No, um, no, I get what you're saying for sure. No, usually I drop truth bombs just basically out of setting boundaries. Like I give people chance, like when we did these motherfuckers or whatever. But
Mhm.
there are certain things I do pick and choose my battles for sure, and I give people chance after chance. But it wasn't even that. It was actually all of it's for the highest greatest good. It's because it's like that boundary was crossed so many times that eventually I had to actually, not play the passive role, and I had to stand up for myself. And as spoken like a true Pisces, they get plenty of chances. So when I get to that level, but I don't act ignorant about it. It's just it's almost like a psychic word vomit or something, like spirit, like it just comes out, but it's so like intelligently wrapped, like a fine Christmas gift. And I'm like, oh crap, that just happened. So it's kind of like mic drop. What do? You just
Mhm.
roll with it. But I do believe that I do believe I believe in some ways I'm used to basically allow people or to bring things to the surface as well in a lot of ways too. And sometimes I'm meant to just bring to show up for a little while and
I'd be like, I'm here
be
to fuck shit up and leave. I'm here to get you out your comfort zone and then go about my business.
right,
You're not the
right,
person. I'm here like you're an assignment from God. So I got to do what I got to
right.
do in your life and then keep going. And what I think what people don't realize about me is I understand my role in people's life. So I understand most of this shit temporary. I'm just here for a season, not a reason, bitch.
Yeah,
Like you know what I'm saying. So I
yeah.
I don't mind making you mad if it's gonna change you. I don't mind you being like, "Fuck you, I never talk to you again." If you're
Hmm.
gonna end up as a better person, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
I
yeah, for sure. And
allow
and it, and
God.
it's about our boundary setting and all that as well. You know what I mean? That all correlated very much with that. I had to set a lot of boundaries and things like that. And it don't mean, and hey, and I'm one of them people, like it doesn't don't mean I don't care, but I'm not, but like you said, I'm not gonna, if you're wasting, if you're playing games or whatever, I don't got time to play people's games. There's certain things, like we said before, like I don't deal with like emotional abuse. It's like I've been through that. I will not tolerate seeing somebody be abused. I don't play, it's like I don't even need to be around it. So I'm protecting my peace, like Trent Shelton says, protecting my peace.
And that's the
And
thing,
that
set boundaries is so hard. But go ahead. I feel like I cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. We no, it is hard sometimes because but like you said, sometimes when the time's over, it's over. Like when it's time to exit a place, whether that's, for me it was more so in jobs and things like that.
Mhm.
Um, but it was like a whole year sort of. It's been a while, 3 years really, but I think this last year, last 6 months especially, was really kind of setting healthy boundaries and people being in their proper places and who's going to carry on and who's going to step back and yeah, and I don't play around with certain things either. It's like I'm not wasting my time on certain shit. I'm not anymore.
We can call this one we not playing because I've been saying it all. Like I woke up saying this shit. Like I'm not right now. Like somebody was like, you should, holler and such and such. I was like, oh no, I don't have time to play right now. Like I'm not playing. Like
Right.
I'm in a season in my life where like I do play sometimes. I play and I don't get it twisted. I might play with you, but I'm not playing right now. And for
Right.
the foreseeable future, I'm not fucking playing. So if you play with me, you're gonna play yourself because I'm not playing. So I don't have
Right.
time for the jokes and the games and the kiki because I'm focused. I got a mission. I'm trying to do something. And if you're not,
Yeah.
if you're not on the same shit I'm on, you're in my fucking way. And what Big Sean say? And I gotta remove you. I gotta go through you because I'm not playing right now. And even when I
Yeah.
really don't be playing, so you know,
Yeah. I got a lot. I mean, I got a lot of integrity. I got a lot of integrity for the high for is like for patients and things like that. Like people that in my other stuff that I do, I got a lot of integrity for that. So I don't play around when it comes to things like that. I take that very serious because that's my brother, sister, mother, whoever. When you're in my chair, you're my people,
Mhm.
and you know what I mean. And so I don't play around with certain things. So and yeah, sometimes it might cost you. Sometimes it might cost you exit points, but you know what? It was worth it.
And so, and I guess that goes into the boundaries. Boundaries is what do you play? What can you play about and what can't you play about? Like, and one thing I want to tell people is your boundaries don't have to make sense to other people because they your fucking boundaries. They're your
Right.
boundaries, and you're allowed to have them. And if somebody don't understand them and they don't respect them, fuck them, because
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
don't have to make no sense to nobody but you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As crazy as,
Yeah.
like, because it's about what makes you comfortable. We are all individual humans. We all have our own realities. So, and just like somebody got a boundary, you have the right to set a boundary. You have a right to set a boundary too. You get what I'm saying? It's just like
Mhm.
sometimes we don't know boundaries until we experience things, and we set new boundaries, adjust boundaries. Boundaries change. Sometimes we got to take boundaries down because if we have a boundary up, it won't allow us to get what we have for us. Sometimes God just want us to
Yeah.
have a boundary up just so it's like the Trojan horse, so that we can get through to where we supposed to go, and then that boundary supposed to come down. And then some people problem is they keep their boundary up and they fuck themselves. They fuck themselves out of blessing. So it's knowing the right boundaries, when to keep them up, when to put them down, how to keep them up, how to enforce them, and actually
Yeah.
enforce them. And enforcing them is hard as well. But do you wanna do do you want to have boundaries or do you want to have struggles? Do you want to be fucking uncomfortable? Do you want to be fucking unhappy? You that's
Right.
alternative. Yeah.
Well, and and I agree. I agree with everything you said because it is. It's all a learning curve, and until and you know what? Even last week, I kept hearing. I had a lot of synchronicities. We always do, right? But then I kept hearing, "Thine own self be true. Thine own self be true." And then I heard it on a song, and I'm like, and then and it is that is though. I mean, because if you're not being true to yourself, or you're not, um, if you're not in in your place of where your passion is or where your soul is ignites your soul, then you don't belong there. And I think that sometimes, and it's to be able to actually go inside and discover those things about ourselves in certain places and situations, like you just said, it teaches us that. So it's not necessarily bad. It's all really kind of beautiful. Hi Sam, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And that's how we get to learn, grow, and evolve. Because we don't ever stop, right? And and I think yeah, so it's not also too when they always say like it's not so much even like enemies or anything like that, because your enemies are your teachers. They just teach us what we're where what's for us and what's not. So you get to be stronger within yourself and create that positive or that strong foundation, and then will direct you or mirror unto you what belongs in your life from there. And so it's not a bad thing. Paula, hi, thank you for joining us. Hey, Amber, nice to see you.
Hey, hey, the he's back at
Yeah,
the
we're back.
already know. What's popping? What's popping? Y'all all popping up when I gotta fucking hit the
Hey,
bricks.
yeah.
Okay.
We just slid it. We're sliding in quick. So just to give y'all a little sneak peek that we're coming back, and
We ain't forgot
we
about y'all. We've been
nope, we didn't forget.
there with y'all.
Yeah.
So you gotta
So
pull some cards and I gotta pull some because we gotta go out on that. That's just what it is.
all right, let me. I think I'll pull this. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
I
And
love
then
that.
okay. I know I love this too, and I love to share it because I'm kind of like not everybody. It's just my opinion, but this book is awesome.
Hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna ask for a message. Hey Paja, I hope I didn't butcher your name. I'll hold it with the intent of a message for this evening, what everybody needs, something that resonates, send some powerful frequency your way. So I hope everyone's doing well anyway while I'm doing this, and we're excited to be back, and I'm excited to be on again with you, Hope Dealer,
Me too.
and launch some awesome things.
Yay. It's up all 20.
Woo! Woo! I don't know if y'all are ready for this. Ready? All right. You ready? Karma. It's I always look at the number two on this. It's 187. So one to me is manifest. One's always manifesting. Eight is eight's abundance. Abundance, and I just heard abundance and balance, but seven's the most mystical number. And sometimes when I look at before I even read this, when I look at karma, I think automatically when people hear the word karma, that they think it's automatically a negative thing,
Mhm.
and it's not always negative. It can be. it's an equal balance on either side of the scale. So, all right. So I'm going to read this really quick. Um, think about something you want to do but are unable to, or better still, something that you may not want to do because you know it will cause you great pain. You may not want to do it because you know you have to do it. You know this is not because of your mind, but because of your ego. You know because of intuition, and this is the greatest form of wisdom that exists. Think about something that you have to do but simply cannot do. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't work out. You may even try, but you just cannot do it. Think about it. Focus on it. Focus only on it. You will notice something stirring inside your chest, a sense of fear, a feeling of constraint, an uncontrollable urge to flee. This is probably your biggest knot, your biggest difficulty, one of your karmas. Karma is something that has caused you a lot of pain in another lifetime. It is blocked, and it is something you are running away from with all your strength in this lifetime. You have a memory of that life in which it caused you so much pain, an unconscious memory, yet is still a memory, and that memory prevents you from doing something similar in this lifetime. And you may ask, if I cannot do it, why is it that I want to do it? Why do I know that I have to go there? And I will answer, because this karma has to be unblocked within this lifetime. And if you come into this life to cleanse karma until you have relived this memory and accepted the pain, you will be unable to free the karmic energy. So you will be doing nothing worthwhile here. In short, identify the thing that you have the most difficulty doing, or even think about doing it. Let the fear take a hold of your heart. Open your heart, remove the density, cry if you feel the need to, but cleanse yourself. And each time you think about it, it will hurt a little less. This is how one begins to cleanse karma. This is how one begins to give meaning to reincarnation. Jesus.
Hmm.
Whoa. I that that's this book always fucking blows my mind every time. Every time. Because I feel like it played in I actually I feel it played in tandem with honestly what we were talking about as well. Um in part of our learning yourself and knowing yourself, because we do know that if we're being honest with ourselves, we do know the answers, or the things that that we're afraid to push forward or whatever. And I think that a lot of times it's really, I think a lot of it's self-worth and all the insecurities, or holding on to past things that don't exist anymore, are really big blocks for a lot of us, because whoever spoke about us when we were 10, 12, 6, 5, whatever, doesn't have nothing to do with, even shoot, yesterday don't have nothing to do with what's going on right now. It's all up to us. It's all up to you. So and it is and hey man, even for me, I don't always tell people I ain't shaking the stick at nobody. I take responsibility too, because I have to push through a lot of things on my as well. So, but I'm kind of like I'll jump it all in the fire type person. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. What do
I,
you think?
yeah, I think that it went well. I think that we can only get the karma that is owed to us when we stop running from what we did. We gotta face it though. You just gotta go back to truth. You just gotta be honest with yourself. You can't change what you don't accept. And if you keep not accepting the things that you don't change, you'll keep, it's what they say, Groundhog's Day. You'll just keep living that thing over and over and over and over again. And the hope is that one day that you'll fucking hit your head enough to be like, okay, this is what I need to change. But if you believe nothing needs to change, then you'll never change. So you first things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. First things first is you gotta fucking be honest with yourself. All right, I really, really gotta go. So I'm going to. So
Okay.
these are my fortune cards. These are cards that I like. So these are my Sun Oracle cards. These are cards that I say that you can look forward to. You need to work on. You will interact with this energy in some shape, form, or fashion this week. I don't, and I studied it, so I know. And so I don't know how you're gonna
Okay.
interact with it, but you will. You might need to have empathy. You might meet someone that's eccentric. But all right, so empathy. Um, so you're going to hear something that's extremely valuable. Empathize, empathize with people. Empathize with your friends. Because it's a boy and his dog here, and they say there's no relationship like a boy and his dog. So You're going to get some valuable information, and hopefully that'll help you have some empathy. Get organized. You might need to organize, somebody else needs to organize, but if you can help in any way, if get yourself on the right path, organize. Organization will help you manifest more rapidly. Companionships, you're going to be around, you're going to meet like-minded people and individuals that think like you, that look like you, that make you feel comfortable. Acquisition, when I first saw this, I was like, money. So because these people are well dressed, so you're probably going to get dressed up nice and go somewhere, do your makeup. If you are not, you should probably do that for yourself. But you're going to acquire something, whether it be knowledge, whether it be status, whether it be a new dress, a new something, but you're going to acquire something. And eccentricity, live in your eccentricity. That's the thing that's going to allow you to acquire whatever it is. All right, then I got the 10 of Pentacles. So you're about to start reaping what you sow. The seeds that you're planting are starting to produce seeds, and they're going to produce seeds for generations and generations to see. And you're going to be able to watch, and your family is going to be able to watch. You're going to go into old age. The gift that you get from the universe is time, I think, which is the best gift. All right, and it says the Lord watches over all who love him. It says, I will lie down, sleep in peace, for you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. It says, give your burden to the Lord, and he will take care of you. It says, the Lord is my rock and my fortress, my deliverer, my God, my strength, in whom I will trust. All right,
Amen.
that's all I
From your
got.
lips to God's ears, for sure. I pulled harmony too
Oh
while you were reading.
yeah.
Yep. So I do feel like things are balancing out but in a good way for a lot of us. I do, because I feel like once we push past that fear of not having to do what the world says you have to do versus what your heart and your passions push you to, then you can't not end up in your proper place.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess in closing, if I can suggest or give a little homework, what is your fear? And I'll tell mine. So I can kick you off on a good start. Um, my fear is not actually doing or utilizing all the gifts and this everything that God bestowed upon me to bring to this world. My fear is not doing that. I'm not afraid of God in the sense of to that when they say you should fear God, I fear letting God down, not utilizing or serving the way that you energy brought me here to serve. And so I have been working on that. So I hope that helps you all. And that was raw and honest.
I appreciate that, and I will share that that is one of my biggest fears as well. Is my biggest prayer is God's will be done, and so before I do anything,
Mhm.
before I make a
Mhm.
decision, I just pray that God, I'm not letting you down with whatever it is I'm doing, because sometimes decisions are hard, sometimes they seem
Yeah.
counterintuitive. So I ask God for His guidance. I wait for Him to move, and I say God's will be done, and I pray that he shows through my actions, he shows through who I am, he shows in my voice even when it's not saying the things that people think should be said. um
Absolutely.
so
Amen. Yeah. Yep. The frequencies, I do believe that. Like we could just be talking about whatever, but the frequency, even in any interactions, that the frequency, God's talking all the time, and the frequency is always delivered. And when it's meant to be heard, it's always heard.
yeah.
So I thank you very much, Neighborhood Hope Dealer. I know this was short and sweet, but we're going to be back real soon, and we got a great lineup for you all. And God bless you all, and thank you for joining us. And thank you, Hope Dealer. It's great to see you. And hey, we're back. We're
Dick,
back.
Dick.
I'm
Bye.
excited. Bye.
Bye.